What if you have a Shopify store and you want to switch to WooCommerce? Then you will need to import all products from Shopify to WooCommerce manually, right? In this video, I'm going to show you how you can automate this entire process and have hundreds of thousands of products imported within minutes from Shopify to WooCommerce. Now, before we jump into this video, I want to be clear that this video will only talk about importing products from Shopify to WooCommerce. You cannot take over the entire design. If you want to have an exact same design as your Shopify store has in WooCommerce, you will need to recreate or rebuild it with a page builder such as Elementor Pro. This is not what I'm going to discuss in this video. Instead, I'm going to discuss the phase where you're probably currently in, where you need to import products from Shopify to WooCommerce and you don't want to create them manually because products have a lot of information. They have a description, they have a lot of images, attributes, maybe variations, prices. And the best case scenario would be to import all that data totally automatically. And that's what I'm going to show you because we have found a tool for it. Now, first things first, this tool is developed by Woosa and you can easily purchase this tool via the Woosa site, woosa.com. Now, a lifetime license will cost you 499 once and a yearly license will cost you 249 euros a year. The only difference between those two offers is that the lifetime license can only be used on one site license, while the yearly license can be used on unlimited site licenses. So if your main job is switching Shopify stores to WooCommerce, then the yearly license might be the best choice for you. Now, once you have done that, you can easily install the plugin. In the plugin settings, you will get a zip file by add a plugin on top of here, and there you will see the Woosa Shopify MIgrator for WooCommerce. And once that is activated, you can find the menu item over here in the WordPress menu. Now, in this scenario, I don't have any products in my store. I have my Shopify store, which have products, a lot, I can tell you. You can scroll down, we have a lot of products over here. And what we want to do is we want to import part of those products into our WooCommerce store with the plugin. Now, before we can do that, the first thing we will need to do is connect our WooCommerce store with our Shopify store. And for that, we need a store name and we need an access token. You can see that this one is already pre-filled over here, but I'm going to show you how to retrieve both the store name and the access token yourself in your Shopify backend. Now, once we go back to home, you can see that our store name is over here in the URL. So only click on home and then the last one is the store name. This is what we've placed over here in the input field. Now, what we also want to do is we want to retrieve an access token, and for that we go to Settings, Apps and Channels, and we click on Develop Apps. And as you can see over here, we already have one installed. And when we check also the admin API integration, basically the rights that are selected, we can see that we can read inventory, product listing, products, and publications. And this is what we need to create also for you into your store. So let me show you from scratch. Now let's click on Develop Apps and let's click on Create App and let's say Shopify MIgrator for YouTube and then Create App. Then what we need to do is we need to configure the admin scopes and we need to have the exact same rights as has been written here. So we need to read the inventory, we need to read products, I think we also need to read product listings, yes, and we need to read publications. Now, once we have selected those, we can save and we can install the app, and with installing the app and also add the rights, you will receive an access token. And this access token can be reviewed and can be copied. Now, once you have copied that, you can paste it over here. And once you have pasted it, you can click to authorize. And when the status changes to green, you know that you have used the correct credentials and you now have been connected to your Shopify store and can start import products. What you can also see is that multiple tabs have appeared. So now we can also run the migration. And the migration is based on the collection. If you don't see any collection, you might click first on click to retrieve collections list, and then it will retrieve the actual collection list. But in this case, we've already done that. And when we go back to our Shopify store, we can go to products and then collections. And there we can see the exact same collections. So as you can see over here, exact same collections. Now what I want to do is I want to import products, but I don't want to import a lot of products in once. So I will only select the collection named coffers. Coffers means suitcases. So I will disable this one, I will enable coffers, and then I will click to import. And what you will notice is that it will be disabled, this particular button, until the import process is finished. And this can take a couple of minutes. So what we can do is we can check the action list, because in the action list we can see what's happening, and we can see that the action list is planning to create or update 58 products. And that's correct, because over here we also saw 58 products in this particular collection. Now when I refresh the page, I can see what it's doing. So I can see that it's currently updating the stock and updating the price for also those 58 products. When we refresh the page again, you will see that it constantly is jumping to another number. Now when we go to products, we don't see anything yet, because it didn't process the action list yet. So only when you can see that the action list is decreasing, then based on that we know that products are actually created in our WooCommerce store. So let's wait a couple of minutes and see what has happened. So I've refreshed the page again, and what you can see now is that the create or update product is empty to 0, update stock is empty to 0, update price is empty to 0, and instead we now assign the product attribute, and it's currently on 58. So based on that, we know, and now we can see it even green, that it's currently working on assigning the product attribute, but also downloading the product image. And this is 56, so probably when we refresh it again, it will be even less. It's 49. So it will run in batches, and it will create the products in batches. And based on that, eventually we will have all products imported with all the data that is necessary and connected to it. So after another refresh, we can also see that now the assign product attribute is empty and download product image is still on 49, but again, it's currently running, so it will be a bit lower in a couple of minutes. And also when we go to products, we can see that the products have been imported. Some of them already have images and some of them still don't have images. So that's what the plugin is currently doing. It will make sure that all products will eventually have the images. Let's check and compare a product which is completed already. And that's, for example, this one. This is a suitcase set. We can see the title over here. We can see the URL, the image, but also the detailed product images, the price, the description, inventory, SKU, attributes, in this case only one attribute, and I think that was it. Oh, and the categories, of course. It was created, this category, because it wasn't existing yet, and it added the product to that particular category. So that's awesome. Now let's compare this particular product also with the product in Shopify to see if it has done a great job with it. So let me search for that product. We can see the exact same description, the exact same title. We can see the images. We can see the price, which is the same. We can see the SKU. And I think that was it, right? There have been no other details that needed to be synchronized. The only thing I'm looking for is the weight. I'm curious if that was synced also. So when we go to shipping, yep, even the weight was migrated. So basically, you will have a very easy and straightforward way to import all your Shopify products with all its content, categories, attributes, images. Even if it has variations, it will create variable products within WooCommerce with just, you saw it, with just one click. Selecting the collection, click to import, wait a couple of minutes, and the magic happens. That's what we call WooSa. We love to automate, and this tool is insanely valuable. Now, if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up, comment below, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and hopefully I will see you in the next one, because I'm very excited of what we're doing lately, very enthusiastic, and appreciate all you guys' support. So see you in the next one.